Hey guys, I'm Eric, this is Notes and Nerds, and I'm sitting with the ever so lovely Claudia Christian. How are you?
Thank you, Eric. You're so kind. I'm wonderful here in Hutchinson, Kansas. Took me 2 flights to get here.
Ouch. I know how flying can go. I was in the Marines and we did a lot of flying.
Oh, yeah. Well, then you know. But
it's never fun.
This was much easier than being in the Marines.
Just a little. I mean, I only bring that up because what television show did you really, I wouldn't say made you a star because you were a star before that, but was really kind of put you in the geek's eye heavily?
Oh, the geek's eye would have to be the first Hidden, the film I did, The Hidden, because that's sort of fantasy, sci-fi action, and then Babylon 5.
And at Babylon 5 had that military-esque kind of thing, which I loved your character, grab life by the gonads and just, I am in charge, I don't care what you have to say. I loved your character in a lot of the weird side conflicts, like the one with the race that they drew a color.
Oh, the Drazi episode, yeah, that was fun. Now, playing Ivanova was a gift. She was strong and just honorable and all these lovely qualities that are fun to play in a character.
And the character stayed true throughout the entire series. There was a nice character development and growth that felt natural for the character, but it wasn't one of those, like, you start off with a really great character and then they just kind of, I don't know what to do with her anymore. You always seem to have something to do.
She was the strong backbone of the series.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Great writing, great acting, just a wonderful experience all around.
What was it like working with the two gentlemen who were the captains, or commander and the captain? Jeffrey, I cannot remember. Jeffrey Sinclair.
Michael O'Hare played Jeffrey Sinclair, which is ironic because I now advocate the Sinclair Method, and I also played Helga Sinclair in the Disney film Atlantis. And Bruce Boxleitner played Captain Sheridan.
Yes. So how was it working between the two of them when the transition happened? Because I'm not going to go into it. I understand what the transition was because there was the myth about it, but then the reality of it, which is kind of sad, and a lot of honor was respected between the two between J. Michael Straczynski and O'Hare after he left the show.
Yeah.
Real sad about what happened. What was it like, the transition going from these two people?
It just went from sort of a darker set to a very light set with Bruce.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Different. Now, the Highwayman. A very short-lived sci-fi series. As you guys know, interviewed Sam Jones a while back. I completely forgot.
Consider Highwayman
I loved it. It was post-apocalyptic science fiction.
Oh, okay. I barely remember it because I remember I played Don from the Dawn Patrol, and I was supposed to be from New Orleans, and I was supposed to be a disc jockey, posing as a disc jockey, but I was his boss. And then they replaced me with an actress from V because I was quote-unquote too young to play Sam Jones' boss. Isn't that funny?
Well, the times have changed.
Yeah.
The times have changed.
I know. I thought that was cute.
And the reason why I consider it sci-fi is because, well, Sam Jones's truck turned into a helicopter.
Oh, okay. That's true.
So it's been a long time, and to expect anybody to remember all the silly details.
No, that's been quite.
It's tough. You also do voiceover stuff.
I do
point this
a lot
up.
of voiceovers. So this is some characters from Fallout 4, Call of Duty, Skyrim. Who else is on there? World of Warcraft, StarCraft. I do Guild Wars 2, Halo. I do a lot of games. I love doing voices on games.
That is awesome. So let's get away from the acting stuff. And let's get to the book stuff.
Okay.
Right here, we have your book, Snack Hacks.
Yes, Snack Hacks. Snack Hacks, a bunch of fans told me over the years that I should be writing a cookbook. And so I thought, well, why not a cookbook for gamers? It's a unique niche, and it works. There's over 100 recipes in here. I had a blast doing it. I have a lovely co-writer, Mark Michel, who has cerebral palsy, so there's a lot of disability-friendly recipes in here. There's a lot of healthy recipes, a lot of not as healthy recipes, but nothing that will crush your internal organs or anything. There's a lot of hacks for the kitchen to make cooking real food faster and easier for individuals who are busy. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes stories from voiceover actors. There's interviews. My cousin Weston Dennis is Westball's a big esport player, quite famous in that world. Voiceover actors like Cass Avnar, Robin Atkin-Downs, who was also in Babylon 5.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's really, I think, a fun, I'm quite proud of it. It's a fun, inclusive book that people will love.
And as a gamer myself, it's really hard to find something that's quick, easy, and isn't going to make a mess on your controller. Granted, I still like my buffalo wings.
There's a lot of one-handed recipes in there.
That's always helpful. That's always helpful, and especially with the healthy stuff. I'm in my 40s now, and it's getting to a point where I realize I can't have the junk food.
No, you've got to. You get one vessel, as I always say. This is one vessel, so you've got to care for it.
Yeah, because if you don't, it's game over.
You're gonna get game over, exactly. You're gonna get no more lives left. There's gonna be it's serious. You can track most diseases back to people's diet.
Exactly. Now, speaking of health, you have a foundation.
I do.
What is that foundation? What is it called?
The C3 Foundation, we advocate a treatment for alcohol use disorder called the Sinclaire Method, which saved my life back in 2009. And we supply information for people to find providers and education and free meetings, free drink logs. It's my passion because it's a treatment that works really, really well for people. It has a very high success rate, almost 80%, as opposed to traditional treatment, which has about maybe 5% if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Long-term success rates. So this has a massive long-term success rate.
What exactly, in a nutshell, if you can break it down to a basic, is it like you're cutting cold turkey and here's your support system, or is it like learning moderation?
No. You take naltrexone, which is an FDA-approved, non-addictive, generic, meaning inexpensive medication, 1 hour before the first drink of the day, every time you drink alcohol.
And so basically it makes you not want.
No, but it doesn't make you sick or nauseous or anything. It makes you have an off button. So
really?
Yes, because you're not getting the reinforcement from the alcohol that you would get without naltrexone.
So no negative, effects, no like woohoo effects.
No.
It just turns into this.
Why am I drinking? Yeah.
Gee, I don't see how that could possibly work.
No, you take the pill, you wait an hour, and then you have your beer, and you can enjoy the taste of the beer, and you can be social with your friends, but your brain is not going to go, I want more.
It is kind of reinforcing the good habits of moderation.
Moderation, yes.
Saying it's not bad to have a drink.
Right.
It's just bad when you have a drink after another.
Yeah.
So I love that concept.
Yeah, a lot of people don't have an off button because they've learned the behavior of alcohol misuse.
Yes.
It's a learned behavior. The more you drink, the more you're strengthening those neural pathways. So this blocks the endorphin reinforcement from the alcohol. So what you're getting is a tasty beverage, but you're like, kind of had enough.
What's the website for this?
www.c3foundation.org.
Okay.
If you Google Claudia Christian alcohol TED Talk or Claudia Christian alcoholism or anything, my foundation will come up. If you Google the Sinclaire Method or TSM, we have Facebook pages from people all over the world who are on TSM. There's beautiful organizations, peer support, free weekly and monthly meetings. I run the Sunday meetings. It's just a really great peer support and professional support that we provide people. It's a really positive place to be in because there is no failure. Even if you don't, if you miss compliance, you go back on it, there's no judgment, there's no shame in this treatment.
Which is what you see a lot in other programs.
Traditional treatment is based on rock bottom and failure and shame, and I don't believe in that at all. I don't believe in shaming somebody who's suffering from a brain disorder.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much for this time. I'm going to put links for the foundation on the, below or above, depending on where you guys are watching this, Facebook or YouTube.
And you can get snack hats on Amazon right now.
Amazon, we'll get a link for that as well for you guys. So, how much is the book?
I don't know what Amazon's charging, but I have a great deal for your fans.
Oh, really? The voice in the sky.
If they purchase the book, they can put it in a self-addressed stamped media envelope. You know, you go to the post office and you weigh the book and get a self-addressed stamped envelope. Send that and the book to me at my P.O. box, and I'll sign it for free, pop it in the envelope, and send it back to you.
That information is basically in here?
That information is on most of my social media, but I'll even say it. I'll tell you, and you can write it below in the links. How's that?
Sounds like a plan.
Good.
Just say it right here, and I'll get it all taken care of.
It's you can send
you're
it.
fine with that.
Yeah, you can send it to 12400 Ventura Blvd. That's Ventura Boulevard, number 520, Studio City, California, 91604. Just put Claudia Christian's name on it. That's me. And lo and behold, you will get a signed copy back. But don't forget the self-addressed stamped envelope and who you want me to sign it to.
Otherwise, she'll just turn around and resell the book.
Keep it and resell it. Why not?
All right. Well, again, thank you.
Somebody squashed my thumb. I'm not being rude. Thank you.
We'll just do that. I'll put my fist out. She'll shake that. Guys, stay tuned for more here at Smallville Comic Con. It's been a pleasure.
Thank
Take
you.
it easy.